Ah, there you are. They said you'd be coming sooner or later, though I figured it would be soon, judging on the state of the media, along with these interesting little rumors I've been hearing floating about. Of course I know why you've come. I already know everything. So much information right at my fingertips, which essentially is why you're here. You're not the first, and you won't be the last. But whether I actually help you or not depends on what you can offer me. As I said, everything I would want to know, I can know freely. I don't deal in secrets or in blackmail, a currency you seem to have grown so accustomed to. And I certainly don't need your money. I have access to over 5 million bank accounts in 60 different countries, not to mention a line of clients out my door, willing to pay prices that would make your head spin. You should consider yourself lucky I'm even entertaining your request. Oh, please, save your gratitude. I don't have time to get falsely sentimental. I am a very busy woman. Take a seat. That was not a request. You may think you're a big fish, but you live in a little pond. If you think brute force or sheer intimidation has any effect on me, then you wouldn't be here. So save your threats and your big talk and sit down. Good. Now, as I said, I know who you are. I have watched you from a distance for quite some time. I find your calls to be interesting and your methods entertaining. I share your, shall we say, feelings on certain matters. There's a bit of bad blood between the F.B.A.S.M.R and myself. I've been inside their system once. It's one of the most complex systems I have ever seen. It changes constantly. And as far as I know, I'm the only one who has been able to breach that system. And even then, not for a great length of time. Going back in won't be easy. The way it works, when I enter a system, I basically create a doorway or a window that I can use to go in and out and in again if the need so arises. But with the F.B.A.S.M.R, there is no way to create a door or a window. You essentially have to dig a tunnel every time. Now, I know this may not mean much to you, but I consider this to be the toughest nut to crack, and I'm determined to be the first to really crack it. What I do is an art. I'm a modern-day Harry Houdini. Only what I do is not an illusion. My magic is real. I'm a right wizard, easily ruling and manipulating a world that only a select few could ever hope to dream of accessing. I'm your best hope of getting this done, and I'm going to do it. Save your enthusiasm. I'm not doing it for you. Let's just say your propaganda isn't as far-fetched as people may think. When I was in the system, I wasn't able to copy any files, but I was able to get a good look at some of what they were doing, and it wasn't exactly what they've been telling people. I know. What a shock. The government is hiding secrets. How very naughty of them. And what they're doing? Well, that certainly deserves more than a slap on the wrist. It's common knowledge they've been collecting information. Now, I can't say for certain what exactly it is they're doing, but it's big. They're creating a database, and why do you think they're doing that? They say they could end violence with the use of ASMR, war even. But you don't leave your big guns out on the kitchen table now, do you? Now me, myself, I rather fancy my ASMR, and I'm not quite willing to let that feeling go. Just as you, yourself, I know, is not willing to suppress it. Imagine a world where there is no one can experience ASMR. A world where it still exists, but it's controlled by a powerful few. Even those who don't actively recognize they have ASMR are going to notice its absence. Tensions are going to rise, insomnia will be rampant. Society will be far less productive than it is now. This autonomous sensory meridian response is a natural human coping mechanism to the stress of natural and man-made environments. Even those that don't experience the so-called tingles, or even those that believe ASMR is just some big joke, possess a degree of this phenomenon within their chemical makeup. They may not notice it now, but they will once it's gone. How much do you think people are going to be willing to pay to get it back? I'm not quite keen on this scenario, and that's why I'm going to get that information for you. In return, you'll owe me a favor that I'll call in at some point, but for now, let's crack that nut and have a look at those files, shall we?